Hi everyone, Merry Christmas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the books that I got for Christmas. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to start off first of all with the books that I got from Patrick. You may have seen on my Twitter and on my Instagram, he made me a book advent calendar this year. Most of the books were secondhand, so it's not like he went out and spent a crazy amount of money, but I'm so excited for them and I'm excited to show you them today. These aren't in the same order that I opened them in because I opened them many days ago now and I cannot remember, but I'm just going to quickly go through them all. So up first we have The Lost Future of Pepper Harrow. Pepper Harrow. This sounds really interesting and I've never heard of it before, and the cover is pretty cool. Up next we have From Here to Eternity by Caitlin Doughty. She's the Ask a Mortician channel on YouTube. If you know from my birthday book haul, I love her and I'm so excited to read this other book. I think there's a third book that she has, so I'll have to treat myself to that at some point next year. But I'm still on my book buying ban. It's been a few months now, so I'm not going to cave yet. I also got Only Human by Tom Holt and Ye Gods by Tom Holt. I've never actually heard of this author before, so it's hilarious that Patrick brought me two of his books, but they gave me Good Omens vibes. They both seem to be about God and the child of God, and maybe something to do with God taking a holiday. Something about it's been a while since I read the blurbs, but they both sounded really interesting, so that's fun. I also got The Unadulterated Cat / Maurice. Me and Patrick went to go and see the new film in the cinema the other week and it's so cute. I really enjoyed it and I've wanted to read The Unadulterated Cat for a while but just never got around to buying it, so I'm really excited to have this little cute Maurice tie-in with the film. I also got Ray Bradbury, Long After Midnight. I love Ray Bradbury. I haven't read many of his books, but every single book I've read I've absolutely devoured, and just he's so fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. I am not sure if it's a short story collection or I think it is, but yeah, it's a short story collection. It's an ex-library and I love ex-library books because you can see all the little stickers inside, so that's really fun and I'm looking forward to reading this one. I also got Perfume. I'm not going to attempt the author's name, Patrick, I don't know how to pronounce. I've heard things about this book, but I haven't really heard anything about this book, if that makes sense. I've heard people talk about it, but I don't know what they said and I don't really know what it's about. But it's a story of murder, apparently, so that sounds like it'd be up my street and I'm looking forward to reading this one. Hopefully it's a bit quirky and a bit different, but if not, it's a beautiful cover, so that's all that counts really, isn't it? Up next is The Tropic of Serpents. This is actually book number 2 in the Natural Dragons series, which Patrick didn't realise, so we have now ordered the first book so I can read the first one first. But I am really excited for this because I've been looking at this series for a while, but I think it's quite a few books long, so I didn't want to commit to buying it because I had a lot of other stuff on my shelf, but now Patrick's got me the second one. It's basically forced me to get the first one. Oh no. So when that turns up, I'll read it at some point, but I'm really looking forward to it and I just think the covers are so beautiful, and I had a flick through and there's some lovely illustrations in there, so I'm excited for this. It gives me Guards vibes from Terry Pratchett. I think it gives me Lady Sybil Ramkin vibes, so I really hope I'm going to enjoy this and I'm looking forward to it. Up next is a book called Clockwork City by Paul Criley. This again, I believe, is also a sequel, but I think it might be able to be read as a standalone, but it sounds very interesting. Again, it gave me John Dies at the End vibes. I think the blurb read as a very sarcastic, very funny book, so I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be weird. Up next is A Murder Most Royal. I really enjoyed The Windsor Knot. The second book in the series, which I believe was called A Three Dog Problem, I didn't enjoy as much, but I am looking forward to this one. And I love the idea of the Queen being a private detective and secretly investigating these murders. I think that's so funny. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. And it's such a cute little cover as well. Look, little turkey. Cute. And finally, Marple. This book I have been eyeing up for a while. It looks so cool, and I need to show you under the dust jacket. It's got all the author signatures. So if you don't know, numerous authors have come together to write short stories where the main character is Miss Marple, based on Agatha Christie's Marple. And I just think that's such a lovely idea, and I'm so looking forward to it. I wasn't blown away with Sophie Hannah's Poirot series, but I think Miss Marple is less of an intimidating character to write about. So I think this is going to be really fun, and there's some really great authors in this. So that's exciting. Thank you, Patrick. Up next is books that I got from family and friends. This is Dracula, which is from my auntie. It technically wasn't a present. Me and my auntie trade books all the time, but I received it on Christmas Eve, so I'm going to count it towards my Christmas book haul. And just the cover is amazing. It's a prequel to Dracula, so I'm really excited to read it. And yeah, just how good is that going to look on my shelf? Perfect. I also got the Library of the Unwritten. This was off my mum, and I've been, again, eyeing this one up for a while. Very looking forward to reading it. It just sounds like an interesting concept, and again, with such a cool cover, even if the book's a bit naff, it'll look great on my shelf. From my dad, I got Hidden Pictures. This book I have seen all over TikTok, and Stephen King has had his little bit to say on it, and I always think Stephen King's quite a good person to take recommendations off, so I'm hoping that this will be quite a scary, thrillery, gripping read, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Again, had a flick through, some of the illustrations in it are really weird, which I assume is the point of the book, given the pictures thing, but yeah, it should be fun. From my sister, I got The Black Locomotive by Ryan Hughes. He is the same author that wrote XX, which is one of my favourite books for 2022. I'll put a link to my XX review down below. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. I think I'm very interesting when I talk about that book. But I'm really looking forward to reading this one. This is another sci-fi graphic novel that he's written, and yeah, if XX is anything to go by, this book is just going to be amazing, and I cannot wait. I got This Is Halloween from my friend, and the cover is so cool, but I do think I'm going to have to try and hang on until like October to try and read this, just because of the spooky aesthetic vibes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Thank you. And these two again were also from my friend. This is the collector's edition of Six of Crows, and it's just so pretty, and look at that. You know how much I love a sprayed edge. But yeah, I love this book, and I'm so pleased that I have like a nice copy of it now. I borrowed it from the library a few years ago, and I've been wanting my own copy since then, so now I have a nice pretty one. And I also got Cinderella Goes to the Morgue. I just think this book sounded funny and sounded weird, and yeah, and again, it's just a really cool cover. I have got a lot of books and that I'm excited about based on cover alone. I'm doing a terrible job of don't judge a book by its cover. But look at how cool this is. Exciting. Finally, I have the books I received off Patrick outside of my advent calendar. He really spoiled me this year, and I'm so lucky. First of all, I got the Atlas Paradox, which is the sequel to the Atlas 6. This is a signed edition to match my other one, which is also a signed edition. I Tried to read the Atlas 6 in August and I didn't really get on with it, so I put it down, picked it up again in December and smashed through it in like a few days. So I'm really looking forward to reading this sequel. Yeah, it's just such an interesting and weird book, but I'm really excited for it. I got Cujo by Stephen King. This is one that I've wanted to read for ages. I've got so many Stephen King books and I just haven't read anything by him for a while. And I think because I know I'm going to love his books, I'm more happy to put his books on the back burner and just let them sit and wait. But I'm hoping in 2023 I will get through a lot more King. I'm fairly confident I said that at the start of 2022 as well, but I am definitely going to do it next year. I really want to catch up on all the books I've missed and all the ones that are sat on my shelf looking pretty, waiting to be read. I got We Wish You a Merry Christmas by Chris Riddle. I know of him through his illustrations that he does for Neil Gaiman's books, but this is a collection of poems, Christmassy poems, and I just thought it was really sweet and it's signed, and what a nice thing to be able to have out at Christmas. So I'm hoping to get this read in the new year, and hopefully I'll forget it by the time December comes around next year and I can read it again and it'll be a nice surprise. But it's sweet. I also got the A Court of Thorns and Roses special edition and the Throne of Glass special edition. These are so pretty and we know how much I love Sarah J Maas. I don't have to go into it, I've already been into it 1,000 times, but I'm really pleased with these and I'm really excited to have these looking pretty with my beautiful editions behind me. I think they're going to make my bookshelf look very nice. Thank you for those, Patrick. Finally, I had 2 more books off Patrick. These weren't technically Christmas presents, we only brought them today. And these are Lore Olympus, Volume 3, which was just in the shop, and Patrick knows I have the first 2, and so he got me this one. And also Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. I actually went in there with the intention of pre-ordering this today, but they received a box of them early, so let me take one early. I'm very lucky, I'm very excited. But yeah, Patrick said seeing as he was buying me Lore Olympus, he might as well buy this as well. So these are 2 bonus books that I got off Patrick. I read The Love Hypothesis a few days ago and I absolutely loved it. So I'm really excited to get stuck into this one. This was my Christmas book haul. I received so many books this year. I'm so lucky and I'm so grateful to everyone who purchased a book for me and took the time to think about what I'd enjoy reading. Yes, I hope you all had a good Christmas. I hope you all got lots of books as well. If there's any from this pile that you think I should start with, let me know. I think I'm going to try and go straight into the Ryan Hughes one first, just because I know how much I loved XX. But at the same time, I'm a bit intimidated by it because I know how much I loved XX. So yeah, it's going to be another good year of reading. I'm going to try and keep my book buying ban going as long as I can. And yeah, exciting. And I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.